It started with a dream, and it ended with a disaster. A quiet corner of Wales, once a personal haven for King Charles, has suddenly become ground zero for royal embarrassment. And now, that embarrassment has sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. The headlines? King Charles might be reclaiming control from Prince William after the Duchy's reputation was nearly dragged through the mud. The Duchy of Cornwall, you might have heard of it. It's not just a fancy name. It's one of the monarchy's most important private estates, and since Queen Elizabeth's passing, it's been in the hands of Prince William. But recent events have raised serious questions. Was this vast inheritance too much, too soon? Let's rewind. Back when King Charles was the Prince of Wales, he didn't just manage the duchy. He lived and breathed it. For decades, he transformed the Duchy of Cornwall into a modern, sustainable, income-generating estate. His vision wasn't just about money. It was about heritage, preservation, and responsibility. He treated the land like a living thing. One piece of that land meant more to him than most. A serene estate tucked near the breathtaking Brecon Beacons in Wales. Known as the Lunawermod Estate, it became Charles's personal sanctuary. A quiet retreat far from the cameras, the chaos, and the headlines. It was a place he chose with intention, a retreat he molded with care. But in 2022, everything changed. Charles became king, and that meant the duchy, including Lunawermod, passed to Prince William. With it came responsibility, legacy, and enormous expectations. Now here's where the drama begins. To keep the estate vibrant and self-sustaining, a decision was made. A cottage on the property was leased to a commercial wellness company called Orochica Gallery. The plan? To turn the space into a luxurious wellness retreat, offering therapy workshops, nature escapes, and rejuvenation. It sounded perfect. Until it wasn't. Just weeks before the center was set to open, the entire project came crashing down. Orochica Gallery declared liquidation. Not quietly either. According to verified reports, the company allegedly owes nearly £500,000 to 10 artists, creatives who now face financial devastation. This isn't just a business collapse, it's a scandal. Social media posts promoting the launch were suddenly deleted. The workshops were canceled. The estate's future was left in limbo. And the worst part, this disaster unfolded under Prince William's watch. King Charles, the man who had once nurtured this estate with personal care, reportedly received the news with deep disappointment. Insiders claim the failed wellness project hit a nerve. This wasn't just property, it was his legacy. And now, the rumors are getting louder. Could the king be preparing to step in? Is he about to reclaim control over parts of the duchy he once protected so fiercely? Let's be clear. This wouldn't be just a business correction. It would be a royal power shift. The Duchy of Cornwall isn't just land and money. It's symbolic. It represents the trust placed in the air. And if that trust is shaken, it calls everything into question. It's worth noting that King Charles now oversees the Duchy of Lancaster, a separate estate that funds the monarch directly. But his ties to the Duchy of Cornwall are far from over. According to palace insiders, Charles continues to watch over the duchy's affairs with a keen eye, especially when they involve properties he personally cultivated. In fact, some believe the wellness center collapse could spark a deeper review into how duchy properties are being leased, who they're being leased to, and what kind of oversight Prince William's team is really providing. After all, the artists allegedly owed money weren't just random names. They were people trusting the duchy's reputation to protect them. And now, that reputation's been bruised. The fallout is already visible. William, while deeply committed to his role as Duke, has been reportedly blindsided by the situation. It came at a time when he was already under immense pressure, balancing royal duties, his wife's ongoing health recovery, and the public expectations placed on the future king. Insiders say that while Charles hasn't directly criticized his son, the silence speaks volumes. The kind of disappointment you don't shout about, but that lingers in the background like a fog. It raises a difficult question to the royal. How much autonomy should Prince William really have over the duchy? And is it time for King Charles to quietly step back in? You see, William isn't just learning how to be a king someday. He's also learning how to be a landlord, an investor, a conservationist, and a leader of massive financial operations. The duchy isn't ceremonial. It's a full-time job, And when mistakes happen, they're not just embarrassing, they're public. There's also the question of what happens next at Lunwermod. Will another commercial venture be allowed in? Will the cottage be returned to private use? Or could the entire estate be reclaimed by the king and transformed into a legacy project of his own? These are not minor decisions. They touch on the heart of what the modern monarchy is trying to be. Traditional, yet transparent. Responsible, yet relatable. And then there's the deeper symbolism. A father watching from afar as his son navigates the same path he once walked, wanting to step in but knowing he must also let go. Or must he? In private, Charles is said to be anguished. This wasn't how he imagined handing over his life's work. But the lesson here might not be about retreat. It might be about recalibration. Perhaps reclaiming some part of the duchy, even if temporarily, isn't about punishing William. It's about preserving a legacy. So what now? King Charles has choices. He could quietly implement new rules about leasing duchy properties. He could appoint independent advisors. Or, more dramatically, he could reclaim direct oversight of estates tied to his personal past. Whichever route he takes, the world will be watching. This isn't just about Lunwermod. It's about trust, legacy, and the future of a monarchy under transformation. So what do you think? Should King Charles reclaim parts of the duchy from Prince William to protect his legacy? Or should William be left to learn from this public failure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking updates from inside the royal family. This is more than just a property dispute. It's a royal reckoning. And the story is just beginning.